Hi, I'm Marlo, founder of Banana Yoga, and I'm super stoked to be sharing this 30-minute Vinyasa flow with y'all. We will activate all of your core muscle groups during this flow and also hopefully leave you feeling a little bit more relaxed. So let's get into some lengthening, strengthening, and breathing. We're going to start in Sukhasana, so find yourself in a comfortable seat, either crisscross or whatever feels good to your legs. I'm going to use a block underneath my seat to elevate my hips. You're welcome to do the same. You can sit on the floor or a pillow, whatever feels best for your body. And then settling in, allowing your sit muscles to get heavy wherever they are, feeling that grounding, rooting sensation of your weight on the earth. And then taking our first breath together, take a big belly inhale, get full. And empty, empty, empty as you exhale. Nice, we'll take 2 more grounding breaths. So take a big Buddha belly breath in. And let it go. 1 more big belly breath. And empty exhale. Good. Reach your hands up towards the ceiling or the sky. And then twist to any direction, bringing one hand on your thigh, the other hand behind you so that you can help lift your spine nice, beautiful, and long. If your neck is open to it, you might look behind you, bring a little more into that neck area. Last breath here. And then we'll take it to the other side. So reaching and twisting the opposite direction. For me, this is my left side, so I'm giving my kidneys a nice little massage on this left side. And reaching up. Good, hands come down. I'm going to remove my block. You're welcome to keep sitting on your prop if you have one. Finding our side body stretch. We'll reach up again and bring one hand to your mat or the earth as you reach over, across, finding length in your intercostal muscles. Those muscles behind your rib cage. Good, 1 more breath. Take it over to the other side, smooth. We'll bring your opposite hand down. If your elbow is not bent, that's totally cool. You can even bring a block under your hand to help lift the earth higher. Good, and let's come back to center. Make your way into your tabletop. So we'll come onto our hands and our knees. Taking hip circles at any direction, doesn't matter what it looks like. Do something that feels good in your body. If you haven't tried the other direction, switch it out. Just noticing, not judging your body. Good, let's come back to a neutral spine, flat-ish back. Tucking your chin and tail like a hollowing cat round your spine. Good, now like you have udders, drop your belly, lift your heart and tail. Cow. And keep moving through your cats and your cows at your own speed. You might add extra movement, moving your head, your wrists. Good, let's do 1 more any way you want to. And then come back to a neutral spine. Good, tuck the toes under, bear pose. We're gonna lift our knees a couple inches off of your mat, letting them float, letting them hover, and most importantly, breathing. It's harder if you stop breathing. Good, lower your knees down, take a break. Let's lift the right knee up and make circles, moving your hip around, lubricating your hips joint. Good, let's bring the knee in to hover next to your left knee. Taking this into our fire hydrant. Open your leg out to the right without removing that bend. Awesome, bring it back to center. Let's do that again. Lift your knee up and squeeze it in. Last one, best one. Lift your knee up, 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 and back down towards the earth. Opposite leg. Let's make circles first. Doing some good to our body before we get into the tough. Good, let's keep that knee lifted and opening out into your fire hydrant. We're gonna open out to the left and squeeze it in. 2 more times. Open out and squeeze it in. 1 more for your hip mobility. Open it up and squeeze it in. Awesome. Let's make our way to our forward fold Uttanasana. So walk yourself. Let yourself arrive heavy, bend in your knees, ragdoll, side to side here. Good. We'll come to center, get still, get heavy. And half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Uttanasana, release. Awesome. Reach up, extended mountain pose. Hands come to the sky. Once we come to our standing mountain, we're going to feel our feet on the earth. Feeling that grounding sensation, rooting down. Then as you inhale, reach your arms nice and tall. And as you exhale, let the shoulders do a little less. Awesome, interlace into a steeple grip. So everything except your pointer fingers are all interlaced. Pressing the palms together, big breath, and point over to one side in our standing crescent. Make sure you're still breathing even as we extend our torso and our lungs. Last breath, and then over to the other side. Relax your forehead, do just a little less for your last breath here. And come back to center, release your grip, and Utkatasana, chair. So we're gonna sit nice and low, keep your arms lifted, or they can come to your heart center in Anjali Mudra. Wherever you are, make sure you're breathing. It gets harder if you stop breathing. Sit just a little lower. Lift your chest for counterbalance. Last breath, best breath. Uttanasana, release into your fold. Ardha Uttanasana, let's reset with a flat back. And Uttanasana, get heavy again. Give yourself a moment, catch your breath. Beautiful. Let's bring our hands onto your mat. Step your feet back, pausing in your upper plank, high plank. Press away from the earth. Really feel your chest engage, and then lower down with control. Getting ready for Cobra. We're going to bring the tops of the feet on your mat. Squeeze your glutes as you lift your chest up. And lower your forehead down. We're doing one more. Inhale, lift, Cobra, squeezing your glutes to protect your back. And lower down. Downward facing dog. Lift yourself up and back, freestyle, head out a little bit here. Take a moment, shaking anything you want out. And let yourself get into stillness. Heels get heavier, you might keep your knees bent. I sure am for this first one at least. We're going to lift your right leg up to the sky, bend your knee and make circles with your knee. Painting the sky again. Let's extend your leg behind you and step into a lunge. So step your foot forward, lowered lunge, lower your back knee, arms lift up. Extended arms in your lowered lunge. Nice. See if you can lift your biceps a little closer to your ears, even if you widen your arms, just so that your biceps and your ears are on the same plane. Good work. We'll take a big breath here, and half split, straightening your front leg. I'm gonna use my block to lift the earth a little higher. That way, as we lower down over your leg, you're gonna feel a little bit more supported. You don't have to, but I like using the block. If you wanna open your trapezius, you can let your head get a little heavier so that your head's weight helps open your big trapezius muscle. Good, rebend your right knee, step back, downward facing dog. Opposite leg, so for me that's the left leg, bends, opens. You can circle it out a little bit, painting the sky. Good, three-legged dog. Step through into your lowered lunge, lifted arms. Last breath right here. Then half, split on the opposite side. I'm gonna use my block again and bring it to this side. Two more belly breaths right where you are. Good, now bend your left knee. Listen closely. If your eyes are closed, we're going to step forward into Uttanasana, forward fold. So both feet come to the top of your mat again. Inhaling, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhaling to fold. Good, let's lift up into our extended mountain pose. Nice work. Take a big breath. Then sit low, your second chair. Strong moment here. You're doing a great job. Keep breathing. Good. Last breath, strong breath. And forward fold, release. Bring your hands to your mat, step your feet back in your high plank, then pause here. Taking this to your side plank, you're gonna bring your hand to the center of your mat, roll onto that side with your feet. They can be stacked, staggered. You can even lower your bottom knee to the earth. What we're looking for here is our hips not dipping or lifting too much. We want a straight line from our shoulder down to our heel as best as we can. Keep breathing to your strong obliques. Take this to the other side. Great job, everyone. Come through center first, and then moving with control. Try not to move too fast. You don't want to mess up your shoulders on accident. Last breath, and to center, both hands down, lower to your stomach. King Cobra, lift your chest as high as you can go, using your hands this time. And lower, gentle. Downward facing dog. Beautiful work, everyone. Let's lift your right leg up. Step into your warrior two. No rush, using your strong muscles as you rise. Good, we're reversing our warrior next, so reach forward, rainbow your hand back behind you. Your lungs are extending again, so we're still breathing even though it's challenging. And release to your mat. Step into your first Vinyasa Flow. So plank, then Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale into your belly back bend. Downward facing dog as you exhale. Beautiful. Let's try that with the other side. Lifting your opposite leg up. Step through, rise with control. No rush. Reverse your warrior. Nice, last breath here. And unravel to the earth. Step into your Vinyasa flow. Starting with your exhale and finishing with your exhale. Good, let's jump or walk to the top of your mat. Arriving in your Uttanasana, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. And Uttanasana, release. Coming straight into your chair, hips back, arms lift. Sitting low, we're going to bring the weight into our right foot and kick your left leg back. So if you start on the other leg, that's fine, but kick, kick, kick into the opposite foot. Hands can be forward at an airplane or at your heart center in Anjali Mudra. Good. Come out of your warrior three, bring both feet onto the earth. Take this to the other side. So bring your opposite left foot rooting down, kicking with your back leg like you're kicking someone. Hopefully you're not. And sit low in your chair, Utkatasana. Strong moment, you're so strong. And release, Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana. And Uttanasana. Hands come to your mat. Step back. Second side plank. You've got this. Bring your hand to the center of your mat. Open up. Remember, try not to let your hips dip. Keep them strong, those obliques. Let's do this on the other side. Smooth transition. You're looking good. Last breath, best breath here. And back to center. Lower down onto your stomach. King Cobra. Inhale to lift. Exhale, forehead to the earth. Downward facing dog. And child's pose. Knees, forehead come to the earth. And take 3 grounding breaths here. Beautiful. Lift back up, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up. Step it in between your hands. And rise, warrior 2. Reverse your warrior. And release, hands to the earth. Moving through your Vinyasa flow. We're going to do that on the other side. And then we'll move on from our warriors, lifting your opposite leg up. Stepping through, inhale strong as you rise. Reverse your warrior. Make sure you're not clenching your jaw. Last breath. And release, hands to the earth. Step into your Vinyasa. Beautiful yogis, Uttanasana, forward fold. Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen your spine. Uttanasana, release. Inhaling, extended mountain, reach up. When you get to the top, interlace into your steeple grip. Beautiful, press those palms, big breath. Then over to one side, standing crescent moon. Maybe your side feels a little more open, those intercostal muscles. Last breath. And to the other side, smooth. Back to center. Release the interlace and sit into your chair. Last time together. Gonna come into our warrior three. So press into your bottom foot, kick one leg back, 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 back. Good, come back to Utkatasana. Opposite side, let's step into our foot, kick back. Beautiful, strong, let's come back to chair. Last strong moment. And release. Ardha Uttanasana. Uttanasana. Hands come to the earth. Step your feet back and lower to your stomach as we set up for our Sphinx pose. We'll bring our forearms onto the mat so that we can lift into our belly back bend. We're gonna stay a little bit longer in this one because it's a little more supported. I personally think it feels nice, but if it feels painful, please feel free to exit a little early. And lower your forehead down. Beautiful work. Let's lift into sitting on our heels in a hero's pose for a moment. Good, and then let's tuck your toes under. Sit onto your heels. Sit onto your heels so we come into a toe stretch. If you don't do toe stretches very often, this can feel like a lot. Promise you your toes will not fall off. Just make sure you're breathing. Even if your toes are feeling great, still breathing. 3 more breaths wherever you are. Last breath. And release your feet. Tap them out a little bit. Get some blood back into your toes. And come onto your sit muscles. We'll let the legs come out in front of us. Do the ancient yogi art of scooching to the center of our mats. And lengthening your legs. You'll reach up to lengthen your spine. And take your seated fold. If your back or legs are feeling really tight, you might bend your knees, giving yourself more space. Your arms and your head don't have to be anywhere. You don't have to touch anywhere on your legs or feet. Just let your hands be where they are, feeling best. Beautiful. Last breath here into the backs of your lungs. And lift yourself up. Nice and slow. Good job. We'll keep your left leg extended. Bring your right foot into your leg. Reach your arms up. Look towards your extended leg. Janu Sirsasana. Lower over your leg. And let your head be heavy. The translation for Janu Sirsasana from Sanskrit is head to knee pose. But it doesn't have to touch your knee. It's more like your head is coming towards your knee. Good. Lift yourself slow. And we'll switch out our legs. So extend your opposite leg. For me, I'll bring my left foot in. Reach up, look towards your leg, and bow down. Good job, leg. Beautiful. Lift yourself smooth. We'll finish in butterfly, bringing your feet together for our last seated fold, lifting your spine nice and proud, and then lowering into your Baddha Konasana, bound butterfly. Head gets heavy again. Staying right where you are, Take a big breath and notice where your body lights up with your breath. And as you exhale, let that area soften naturally. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling to feel where your body lights up. Introducing softness. Exhale. Smooth lift up. Bring your feet onto your mat. Make sure you're still in the center of your mat with some space behind you. And we'll move into our final core work, our Navasana. So hands come out in front of you, shifting back into your boat pose. Legs can be bent or straight, depending on how extra you want to be. Make sure you're breathing through this. We'll hold for 30 strong seconds. Good job, yogi warriors. Almost done. Keep breathing. Last big belly breath. And lower your feet to the earth. Let's take our time as we come onto our backs. Still using our core. Ooh, nice. And when you get there, give yourself a hug. Knees come into your chest like you're saying, good job, I love you. And find stillness. Extend one arm out to the side like a T, and then guide your knees to the opposite direction, finding a big twist across your whole body, maybe looking over your arm if your neck wants in on this twist. Beautiful. Last breath. And bring your knees back to your chest. Extend the opposite arm. Take this to the other side, no rush. When you arrive, take a big inhale and let your shoulders get heavier as you exhale. Good. Let's come back to center. Give yourself one more big hug. Good work. And then happy baby. Grab your big toes or the sides of your feet. Rock side to side a little. Helps reset your nervous system when you rock. And we'll take happy baby breaths. So let's exhale, still air out. Inhale, big baby belly breath. And sighing it out, like happy babies. One more happy baby breath. Big belly breath in. And sighing, good. Release your feet, coming into your Shavasana, your corpse pose. Arms by your side or on your body, you decide as you close your eyes. Before we settle into our final sacred stillness, take a big breath from your head to your toes. And exhale, get heavy. Start to invite life back into your fingers and your toes. Then moving your wrists and ankles like sacred bells gently. Good. Give yourself a hug and roll onto one side as you gently press yourself up into a seated position. Hands at heart center in Anjali Mudra as you thank yourself, bowing down to yourself and your effort, as I do as well. Thank you so much for making this time to practice. Thank you for taking care of your body, and may we continue to take care of ourselves so that we can take care of each other too. Thank you, and have a beautiful rest of your day.